Hello, my friends, the Heinz Honey and Almond Cream Program. Starring George Burns and Heinz Honey, Gracie Allen with Frank Parker, Ray Noble and his orchestra, and Truman Bradley speaking.
100 million strong, that's right, you can't go wrong, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Hello.
Well, I'm very happy to be here on Treasure Island at the San Francisco World's Fair.
Oh, so am I. You know, I've met all my friends. You know, George, I was born in San Francisco. As a matter of
fact... If I
fact...
were you, I'd keep it a secret.
Well, that's right, George. You know, as my daddy said when he first saw me, why bring that up?
Well, then, let's drop it.
Yeah, he did. Want to build up?
Yes, sir. Be glad to. It's my life's ambition.
You know, my whole family lives in San Francisco, but my daddy lives with my uncle in a house across the bay.
And he commutes, huh?
Yeah, every 10 years.
That's very interesting.
He's an old-fashioned man.
I know.
One old-fashioned after another.
Was your daddy born in San Francisco,
yes,
too?
South San Francisco.
South San Francisco.
Yes.
Have you always been this dizzy, Gracie?
Well, I got that way from following in my daddy's footsteps.
Well, at least your daddy has his good pints.
Oh, he said it.
Well, don't mind George, folks. He's a Los Angeles boy.
Well, if it isn't at Market Street, down to meet you, Frank Parker. And Frank, I'm not a Los Angeles boy. I was born on the outskirts of Los Angeles, Boston.
Say, Frank. Fred, what do you think of my hometown?
Oh, I think it's terrific. You know, Gracie, there are 40,000 beautiful girls here.
Frank, what are you up to?
3,634.
Stop with those girls. You know, there are other ways of getting a bang on a life.
Oh, you and your bubble gum.
Yeah.
Well, it's a noble experiment.
Gracie, isn't it grand to be back in your hometown and get such a nice hand?
Oh,
And
yeah.
speaking of nice hands, Heinz
Oh,
Honey and Almond
Truman
Cream, ladies and
Bradley,
gentlemen.
folks, Truman Bradley.
Thank you. You know, I bet Gracie San Francisco never thought that you'd be a presidential candidate this year.
Well, why not? Why should I be an exception?
Tell me, Gracie, has the town changed much since you were here last?
Oh, yes. Well, I've been reading the local papers, and I see where men's clothes cost a fortune now. And
Men's clothes cost a fortune?
Oh, well, that's what it said. It said Billy Rose just got a $20,000 suit.
Gracie, that happens to be a Seattle model.
Well, I don't care if it has 2 pairs of pants. It's still not worth $20,000.
Look, when it said suit, it meant lawsuit. And the model happens to be a girl.
Oh, well, then maybe Billy Rose kissed her.
Kissed her? How can he kiss a girl so much taller than he is?
Well, maybe some of his friends put him up to it.
Yes. Either that or he jumped.
Say, Gracie, have I been having fun here?
Oh, really, Bubbles?
Yes, I had lunch today in 3 restaurants.
Three restaurants.
Yes.
Bubbles eats all over town.
Yes, I'm big that way.
I know. Bubbles, do you like Italian food?
And how?
Have you tried the Maggios?
Yes, and they're delicious with meatballs.
Bubbles, the Maggios are ball players.
Well, maybe she had them on the home plate.
Well, I certainly slid into that one. Oh, Ray Noble.
In the place.
What there is of it.
I say, Gracie, so sorry I'm late. You see, I'm playing at the Palace Hotel, and I had a little trouble getting here. The streets are all torn up.
Why, Ray Noble, that's impossible. I read in the paper where the street commissioner said that as a whole, the streets in San Francisco were all right.
Yes, they're all right as a whole. But how are their streets?
Well, when I'm president, I'm going to have a long talk with Mayor Rossi.
Why?
Oh, he knows some cute stories.
It does.
Well, Grace, I was going to pick you some flowers here at the fairground, but there was a sign there that said, "Do not pick the flowers."
Oh, well, that's all right.
So I picked the sign.
Oh, thanks, Ray. I'll wear it in my hair.
You picked the sign?
Well, why not, George? There was no sign there saying, "Do not pick the sign."
Oh, I see.
Hey, come here, Ray. I've got a present for you, too.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Well, put your arms around me.
Like this?
Uh-huh. A little closer.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Now, put your face next to mine.
Right so. What do I do now?
Well, why don't you go on Major Bo's amateur program?
Yes, why don't you do that?
Hurry up, folks. Get in on the special sale of Heinz Honey and Almond Cream, the big dollar size, only 49 cents for a limited time only.
Well, I never heard of such a thing in my whole life, unless it was last week on the Burns and Allen program.
Gracie, Truman is doing the talking.
Oh, no, George, I'm doing the talking. Funny if you didn't recognize my voice. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. I was at a toilet goods counter, and I plucked down 49 cents, and what did I get? Why, the big dollar size of Heinz Honey and Almond Cream. Less than half price. And I saved 51 cents on the spot. And then and there, I made up my mind that I'd save 51 cents every day just by buying Heinz big dollar size for only 49 cents. Oh, and Georgie, what do you know?
Yeah.
I got my autograph on the Heinz bottle.
And that's why this Heinz 49-cent special is called the Heinz Autograph Bottle. You get more Heinz Honey and Almond Cream for your money than ever before. And in addition, you get a Gracie Allen autograph right on the bottle, and it's detachable. Even at its regular price, this dollar-size Heinz is famous as the economy bottle. And now, at less than half price, it's phenomenal. It's genuine, fine, fragrant Heinz, the extra creamy, extra softening lotion for dry, rough hands. Get your Heinz 49-cent special tonight. Have softer, smoother hands for good. And now, Frank Parker. Tonight, Frank sings Stars in My Eyes by Fritz Kreisler, taken from the show The King Steps Up.
My song has wings, eternal springs, no longer but a dream. My cheeks aglow, emotions flow like sunlight on a stream. My step is gay along my way, the roses bloom at my feet. My love reigns, my being changed, my life is now complete. Stars in my eyes tell how I feel. For this tender passion is real. I am loved, I am blessed. All that eager longing is laid to rest. Stars in my eyes will always shine when your heart beats with mine till your love for me dies. There'll be stars in my eyes. Stars in my eyes will always shine when your heart beats with mine till your love for me dies. There'll be stars in my eyes till your love for me dies. There'll be stars in my eyes.
Frank, that was beautiful. You did a grand job.
Oh, thanks, George. Wait a minute, Gracie. George is supposed to say that.
Well, he's outside phoning.
Well, that's funny. Who does he know up here that can lend him a nickel?
Gracie, how do you like it here on Treasure Island?
Well, Truman, it's pretty enough to be a fair.
It is fair, Gracie, and it's called Fair for 40, and it is beautiful.
So is George.
Beautiful?
No, fair for 40.
Listen, listen, everybody. I've got it all arranged. I just spoke to J.J. Clifford, and he's coming over here tonight.
Not J.J. Clifford.
That's right.
Who's that?
Who was that?
Yes.
Politically, he's the most powerful man in this part of the country. And as your campaign manager, I'm telling you that if we could get him on our side, you're as good as being in the White House.
Oh, well, what do you think I ought to do?
Well, when he comes in, let me do the talking, and you just smile.
Oh, leave it to me. I'll just drop my eyes.
Yes. Just drop your eyes.
And if he's a gentleman, he'll pick 'em up.
Stop with that silly talk and listen. J.J. Clifford is the man who gets behind you, takes hold of things, and makes you click.
Oh, an osteopath.
An osteopath.
I hope he doesn't rub me the wrong way.
Now, look, Gracie.
Say, George, you deserve a lot of credit lining up a big shot like J.J. Clifford.
Thanks. I met him at the press club.
That's all.
I don't let any grass grow under my feet.
Well, a little grass wouldn't hurt. It might cover up those shoes.
Yeah, well, J.J. Clifford is just about sold. And there's one thing you ought to know before he gets here.
What's that?
Now, he's got a red beard, and he's very sensitive about it.
Well, if I had a red beard, I'd be very sensitive about it, too.
Well, you'd be sensitive if you had a brain.
Yeah, so would I.
Well, with a red beard, Gracie, we can play that game Beaver.
Oh, yes.
Beaver.
Yeah,
Look, he happens to run this part of the country, and if any of you holler Beaver, you know what you're going to get?
5 points. Yellow
Look,
Beaver.
we're not playing Beaver, and don't mention his beard. Yeah. Hello. Oh, just a minute. Gracie, it's for you.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Bessie. It's my sister.
Good.
Yeah, what? Oh, you don't say. Oh, that's a scream. Goodbye.
What happened?
Oh, dear. Well, I left my car parked at the top of Fillmore Street Hill, and I forgot to put the brakes on.
What's that?
And the funniest thing, the car is running down the hill.
Well, what's funny about that? Somebody might get killed.
Oh, it's impossible. There's nobody in the car.
What about the pedestrians?
Oh, the car is moving so fast, they won't have time to get in.
Well, it's your headache, and you can wear it.
Oh, by the way, chaps, you mustn't miss that incubator building here at the fair. You know, they've got tiny babies there that weigh only 3 ounces.
Well, how do they live?
They charge admission.
They do.
Well, you see, those babies can always use a little change.
Now, listen, everybody. This may be J.J. Clifford. So no wisecracks about his beard. Come in.
Good evening. Miss Allen?
Yes?
My name is Agatha Pinwhistle.
My, how can you remember things like that?
Listen, yes, miss?
Gracie, don't you remember me? I was your teacher in the 3rd grade.
Oh, Miss Pinwhistle. Oh, well, I didn't recognize you without your slip showing.
What?
Boy, this used to be my teacher.
Hello, Jenny.
How do you do?
Miss Pinwhistle, I'll bet Gracie gave you lots of trouble in school.
Oh, no, you can be very proud of your daughter.
Well, My daughter?
Yes, Gracie always had an active mind. She learned things very quickly, but always backwards.
Yes.
I think I know what you mean.
Miss Pinwhistle, remember how I was always getting mixed up in arithmetic and history? I used to think that 2 times 3 was Napoleon.
2 times 3 was Napoleon?
Well, of course, I was silly when I was a little girl.
Oh, sure.
I know better than that now.
Of course.
Anybody knows that 2 times 3 is Julius Caesar.
Yes. For a minute, I thought I had you.
See, Miss Pinwhistle, whatever happened to Oakland and Berkeley?
Oh, they're in Kansas City.
Oakland and Berkeley are in Kansas City?
Well, those are the twins who sat in front of me.
Oh. Well, why did they name twins Oakland and Berkeley?
Well, because they were only 5 minutes apart.
I know they're twin sisters, Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Oh.
Gracie, whatever happened to that little girl you used to play with all the time?
Oh, which one do you mean?
Oh, the one that sat in back of you. That sickly little girl who was so frail and anemic.
Oh, well, she's still my girlfriend. Bubbles, you remember Miss Pinwhistle?
Sure.
Oh, hello, Miss Pinwhistle.
Why, Bubbles, I hardly know you. Haven't you taken on a little weight?
Oh, about 275 pounds.
Yeah, that's all.
Say, Miss Pinwhistle, seeing you here reminds me of my school days. You know, my teacher used to slap me when I was naughty.
Yes, he was a regular Mickey Rooney.
Yes.